I mean, the amount... If you ask me, how many potatoes have you peeled in your lifetime, Chef? Don't ask. Don't even ask. I don't even know. It's probably far too many. Far too many bags. So, what we're going to do... Once we peel these, we're going to cut these down, as I said, in nice, even sizes. Obviously, the smaller you cut the potatoes, the quicker the potatoes are going to cook. But we're not really too much in a rush, but I'm going to cut these all pretty much the same size. Or near enough. I love Yukon Gold. Great for home fries. Oh, yeah, they're great. Great for fries, great for mashed potato, roast potatoes. I feel roast potatoes are really good for these ones. But yeah, they're a really good quality potato. I've been using russets quite a long time since I've been over here. Then I tried the gold Yukon ones, and I was like, wow, these are really good. So yeah, I've gone on to these potatoes now, rather than the russets. And I really like these. They're really nice. They have a great flavor to them. Right, so let's put this in here. So I said, these are going to be for the chickens. Any kind of waste or anything like that we can take down for them. I mean, I don't own the farm, but my brother-in-law's wife's dad does. So, I mean, they'll always take a little bit of peelings or whatnot down there. So let's give this a nice little cheeky peel. Marvellous. So once we've done this, what we're going to do is get the butter and the milk on for the base for our potatoes. I'm going to put a little bit more on them per usual, but that's fine. It's not a problem. Let's pop that in there. So, oh, there you go, guys, just so you can see. We've got quite a few potatoes in there. That's fine. As I said, I've done a little bit more than per usual because I'm doing mine for the family, so making a little bit more. Yeah, typically I use russets for like mashed potatoes and baked potatoes, and maybe I should try Yukon Gold for mashed potatoes. I think they're really good. I did them for the roast potatoes on Tuesday this week when we did the roast chicken dinner. Oh my god, they came out really good. So I do recommend using the Yukon Gold for roast potatoes if you're looking for a really good roasty. I would say Yukon Gold are very good for that. I mean, the russets come out beautiful, but I really do prefer the Yukon Gold for roast potatoes. They come out fabulous, guys. Really, really good. I like to go with baby reds. Yeah, baby reds are very nice as well. Even the little tiny ones that you can get about that big, right? Or are we talking about something else, Douglas? But I've seen like the little potatoes. They're usually about roughly this big. And they're quite nice if you chuck a bit of rosemary and some garlic, roast them off. Really, really nice, really tasty. So, yeah. Math, I'm really sorry, my friend. It's English only here because I only speak English. So I apologize. I don't understand. I prefer a medley of Irish fingerlings, baby reds, and blue potatoes. It's always nice. I've tried blue potatoes before. They're really, really nice as well. Yukon Gold potatoes have a really nice, naturally buttery flavor to them. They certainly do. They're really, really good. How you doing, Rami? It's lovely to see you. I hope things are well. I know you've been here lurking this morning. And how's things? Are you doing good? Right. Andreat, it's good to see you as well. Or Drought, is it, right? I think it's Drought. Let's get it right, shall we, Chef? Okay, let's fill these up with water. Let's get these all submerged really nicely. But there's so many good varieties of potatoes. I mean, I'm not saying Yukon Gold's the best for everything, but I'm just saying they're a great variety to use. And there's so many variety of potatoes out there which are fantastic. Just as good or even better as Yukon Gold. Right, meow. Who's meowing?
Friday shopping.
Who's meowing? What's going on? What's going on? Who's causing trouble now? Ninja, thank you so much, buddy, for the 300 biddies. That's so kind of you, dude. Off for Friday shopping. Have a great stream. Ninja, thank you so much for the 300 biddies. Much love, buddy. I had a great time yesterday playing with you guys. And have a good shop. Stay safe, buddy. I'll see you soon. Much loves. Yeah, doing well. Exercising at the moment. House is already tidy. Getting it on the go for the weekend. I like it. Going to make more of those oat bars later. Ooh, delicious. I love to see them. Sounds really good. He raided Area 51 for the spuds. I certainly did. Kappa. Hey, Aaron, welcome back, buddy. How's your cheeky Friday going, good sir? I have a question, chef. Shoot, go for it. One time, I was trying to mash potatoes, and all of a sudden, they started going like sticky and hard to stir. But I did was add a little bit of milk, but I do that all the time, and it was like the first time it made it like a sticky mash. Did it turn like almost like elastic? Is that what you're talking about? Usually, that's the case of if anyone ever tried like blending mashed potatoes, and it usually comes out very like sticky and elastic. It's usually when the starch is kind of being manipulated, so it's just overworked, and it comes out pretty elasticy. So when you are mashing the potato, don't ever find that's a problem. Usually you get that more starchy, sticky if it hasn't been cooked through properly. I don't know. Sometimes that's happened, but it's either if it's been overcooked or undercooked. I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember. But it's one or the other. I need to Google it and find out. Or if you want to Google it as well, Gutamax. So I can't remember what the situation when it turns kind of sticky. I'm pretty sure, like, definitely if it's like been kind of really overworked, or there's like too much starch in the potatoes. One or the other. Something like that. How are things, chef? How are things with you, chef? I'm doing great. Having a lovely Friday. Thank you, Rami. And it's good to see you. Good, thank you. I'm so glad you're doing well, Aaron. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Much love, buddy. If you overwork the potatoes or undercook slightly, you can do that, yes. Oh, there we go. I was right then. Okay. I know exactly what he's talking about. And yeah, you overwork them. I was using a mixer, so maybe... Oh, yeah, definitely. If you blend them... Yeah, you'll end up with that kind of strand. You overwork the starch and it'll go very like strandy or sticky. So yes, if it's overworked or undercooked, correct. I tried that once because like my hubby's aunt uses like an immersion blender and it came out that way. Super sticky and awful. Oh, it is. The only time I ever done that in the industry was we blended potatoes up and you'd be like, why? We needed that elasticness because actually we were making potato crisps. So we had like a long, like flat tray with the silk mat on top of it, and we blended it up into like a really thin liquid, and we just spread it on the tray, and then we put them in a dehydrator or even under hot lights. And you let them dry out, and then you can just fry them, and they puff up. That's the only time I've ever really kind of blended potatoes. But apart from that, I would avoid it. Really avoid it. Especially if you're after like really good, decent mashed potato. Don't ever blend it. It made them more like a pate choux. Yeah, exactly. It'll elasticate them and make it quite kind of tough. So you're pretty much overworking the starch. Right, we're boiling. Let's turn this down to a simmer. Well, I wouldn't say it's like super boiling, but let's turn that down just a little bit. So... bubbling away nicely. It's fine if it's like that. You just don't want the really big bubbles or the too heavy, like absolutely going crazy. So just turn it down to a nice little simmer, and we're just going to let that kind of tick over very gently and very nicely. Right, so potatoes, should we turn them on? I feel like we should. So we're going to put that onto like a medium heat. Also, I haven't added any salt to it. I don't usually do. I usually season mine after, but I'm going to add like a pinch or two just in there. I'm not going to go too crazy, and if I need more salt after that, that's fine. We can have a little taste. So just a little pinch in there, just to start those potatoes off nicely. Well, now I know how to make that. Thank you for your help. You're most welcome, and thank you, chat. Drought, thank you for contributing, and rest of chat. I appreciate it, guys. See, I like learning from you guys as well. I mean, I don't know every single thing. I just give you my experience and what I've learned myself. But sometimes in chat, you guys teach me a thing or two. It's always nice to listen to you guys, and always good to like brainstorm and chat about it. Do you know what I mean? It's always good. Right. So, chicken feed. Let's put that aside. Beautiful. Potatoes are on. I want to get the milk and the butter sorted next. So I'm making a little bit more. I'm probably going to do 150 grams and 150 ml of milk. So let's get a medium-sized pan, because we used a little bit more than 500 grams, so pretty much, I don't quite want to double it. If I need a little bit more, I can get some more later on, but let's get this on the go. We want it ticking over very slowly. You learn something new every day, you certainly do. It doesn't matter who you're learning it off as well, you know. There's always somebody can teach you something. I remember my one of my pastry chefs, when I was first starting out, he always said to me, I always learn off you guys as well. And we were like, what? We're not as experienced as you, chef. And they were like, yeah, but you, even fresh blood or young blood come in with new ideas, and they always teach us. Old un's a new thing, and it's true. You know, anyone can teach you anything. I used to be a sous chef and taught culinary classes for a little bit. I'm always happy to help. Thank you so much, Drought. That's really nice. And yeah, it's definitely a big thing for me, teaching online, teaching cooking and that. So what I do on here, but nice to have you here, Drought. And I hope to see you about a little bit more as well. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. 150 mil, right? So let me get my weighing scales. Deep. Where's that gone? It's over here. Perfect. So mils, perfect. So on 150 ml of milk. Some people use cream as well for their mashed potato, and there's nothing wrong with it. I just prefer butter and milk. I always find better results with that. I mean, yeah, it's a bit more richer if you use the cream, but I don't like it too rich. But you know, everyone's different. Everyone has their differences. So if you want to use cream, by all means, go for it. Don't go too crazy with it, but yeah, go for it. Right, 150 ml. Sorry, my wire's playing up on my back. It's because it's so hot in here. Woo! Right, 150. 150, yeah. 155, that's fine. Not going to get really picky on it. So I want some butter as well. Where's that rich, beautiful butter? Oh, here it is. Had some left over from the other day. So I'm going to need a little bit more than that. Is there any other pieces open? Is the main question. I don't think so, but there is another packet here. Perfect. I like to use cream cheese in my mashed potatoes. Oh yeah, I've heard that as well, or creme fraiche, or everyone has a lot of their different types. But yeah, cream cheese or creme fraiche, those are quite nice to put in your mashed potatoes as well, to have it finished off. You can always learn something new from someone else's, no matter how much of an expert one is, especially when they're really dynamic subjects like cooking. Exactly. And I feel like if you're like, oh no, you've got to do it this way, I feel like you're stopping yourself from learning and you're being very stubborn. So, you know, just keep an open mind, and you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I use sour cream myself in mashed potato with some garlic, salt, pepper, crumble, some bits of bacon and mix in. Very nice. Yeah, you can even do cream cheese and chive if you wanted to. There's lots of combinations and great flavors. I guess whatever works for you guys, you know. Even if it sounds crazy, I've been like in favor of using sour cream in mashed potato, or sometimes creme fraiche. It's a very nice finish, definitely, for sure. I'm going for the old-fashioned or kind of old way that like my mum kind of done, which is just butter and milk. And I tell you what, it does come out great. But yeah, if you want that more creamier finish, you could definitely do, as I said, as you guys said, sour cream, creme fraiche, anything like that. It works. It does work very well. Right. My Nana is Welsh. She made this a lot. Oh, did she? That's awesome. Badger, it's so lovely to see you, and welcome back. I'm a Welshie at heart as well. I was actually born and raised... Well, I wish I was raised in Wales, but I wasn't. I was born in Wales, but I was raised in Britain, or England, shall I say. So yeah, but I went back and worked there for a bit as well in my time. I love chive with anything potatoes. Yeah, chives are great, definitely, for sure. And I may be heathen, but I prefer a little bit more rustic roughness to the mash. And like having it slightly lumpy, but still fully incorporated. That's fair enough. I guess that's... Sorry, fly. I just saw him. Sorry, he's going to get zapped now. I guess whatever works for you. Whether some people do like different textures, that's what makes us different, and that's why we like different things, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that. Whether you want it lumpy or whether you want it nice and smooth and creamy, whether you want it rich, you know, I say whatever works for you is the most important. Don't worry about, oh, you've got to do it this way. No, not at all. Do it the way you want to have it, guys. It's the most important. Right, 80 grams. Well, let me change that to grams. Pretty much the same as mils, but still. My first bacon stream flopped. Oh, my meringue batter melted before I could pipe it. It's hot in the dessert. Hey, it's nothing to be ashamed about. You're learning as well. Sometimes I have stuff on stream that doesn't work out, and you just either do it again or do something else with it, or, you know, nothing to worry about, my friend amigo. It happens to us all. Right, 150 grams, so how much we got there? 120? If I make baked, smashed, or even potato skins, I have to have the same amount of butter everywhere in it. I was raised with a southern cooking, so 90% butter is something. Yeah, exactly. We're all different. We're all different, Alien Bow. There's no right and wrong with it. That's the whole thing about it. Okay, so 155. That's perfect. Have you ever thought about doing like a challenge stream where viewers vote on something for you to cook the first time prior a month? That's a pretty cool idea. We used to do Community Fridays where I ask you guys to say what dishes did you want me to cook on the Fridays. But I've changed that now to Cook-Along Fridays. So maybe I'll go back to it at some point. The great thing I like about Cook-Along Fridays is the fact that you get the recipes on my website for free. And you can view them at any time. So this is why I'm enjoying the cook-alongs. But yeah, I kind of used to do like a Community Friday. So people come up with ideas. They used to vote for it. Then I used to do it for the following Friday. So on and so forth. So I used to do that before. But that does sound a little bit different to Community Fridays. So doing a dish that's something new to me to try out, it's always fun. Definitely for sure. To be honest with you, I do all my dishes during the week. These are all my own recipes. Or even sometimes I experiment with a lot of things on stream. Never shy to get things wrong or to dabble with experimenting things. So a lot of the time my streams are experimented with a lot of dishes. I like to do my own twist on my own way with it. Unless it's fugu. Ha! Don't get fancy with that. Definitely right. Right and wrong way to do that one. Yeah, there's some depends on what you're making, but yeah. It's the right way and the wrong way. But yeah, you don't want to be doing the wrong way with fugu. Definitely not. Like if I'm talking... Fugu scares me. Like if I'm making a steak, a nice butter mashed potato would be a compliment. It greatly... sorry. Unless I am doing something fanciful. Is that right? With like the steak, like marinade or seasoning. Yeah, exactly. We all have our different ways, Alien Bow. And it's just enjoying the ways that, you prefer. Cheeky Luck. Don't even have sound on at the moment. If you're not following this chat, he's an awesome guy. Mr. Zaggy. Go give him some love, some follows. Thank you so much for the lurk, buddy. I really appreciate it. And go check him out. He has an awesome stream. He's a really good friend of mine as well. And he does some really good hunting streams. So if you're into hunting or watching hunting games, go check him out. He's definitely worth a follow. Go give some follows. Is that Meme or Mimi? Meme Warriors, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're having a fabulous, cheeky Friday. And welcome to our Cook-Along Friday. We're making ourselves toad in the hole, creamy mashed potato, and some homemade gravy, making some chicken stock as well. Right, let's have a look. So, set this aside. I'm going to put down to the stove to simmer very slowly. Do not boil the hell out of that. If you boil, when that comes up to the boil, if you ever boiled milk before, guys, you'll probably be pulling your heads up because when you boil milk, it actually froths up very quickly and it spills all over your stove and you're like, what have I done? So just keep an eye on that, please. Do not boil the hell out of it because if you do, you'll be crying about it afterwards cleaning your stove. So especially when you come to make panna cottas or something like that. The amount of times I've done it or I've seen chefs do it, boil over the milk, gotta start again. Making phyllo dough is so difficult and time consuming that I prefer to cheat and just buy it. To be honest with you, Drought, I like to make 95% of my stuff. But when it comes to like phyllo dough or puff pastry, I just buy it. It's not worth the effort. It really isn't. You may as well just buy the stuff. That's my personal opinion. But most of the time, I like to make everything from scratch, but there are few products that I will buy pre-made, and that's one of them, definitely for sure. Hey, Mrs. Kitty Paws, welcome back. Hey, sorry, I'm late. Oh, hey. There's no need to be sorry. Never need to be sorry, my friend. It's always lovely to see you. Hope I haven't missed too much. Not too much. We've made I'm going to recap everything for you so you can have a look. But it's lovely to see you, and don't worry about it. It's never a problem. Right, so we got the chicken stock on the go. So that's simmering away very gently, very nicely. So we had the chicken bones. We roasted off in the oven. We cooked that for about 40 minutes until nice and golden. We had celery, onions, and a little bit of thyme, but I didn't have time, so I used bay leaf instead, but I'll adjust that later. Was that it? Or did I have something else in there? I've forgotten. Nope, that was it, wasn't it? Celery. Oh, and a couple of garlic cloves, 2 or 3. So we cooked that until it was nice and brown. Once the chicken's carcass came out, we put that into the pan as well. Deglazed the pan the chicken carcass was on. We put that back into the stock. We added the water and then just bring that up to the boil and let it simmer. So don't let that stock boil for ages and ages. Just if it comes up to a boil, turn it down to a simmer. Beautiful. So we got some potatoes on for our mashed potato, which is there. So we've cut them up, peeled them. Golden Yukon potatoes. I'm doing a little bit more than per usual today because I'm probably going to cook for a little bit for the family, so that's fine. I've got the butter and the milk on, so that's melting down very nicely. Keep an eye on that, making sure that doesn't overboil because you'll have some problems for sure. So yeah, that's on the go. We've also made the batter mix for the Yorkshire pudding or the toad in the hole. So the milk, flour, eggs that we weighed out, a little pinch of salt, and then we just basically whisked it together. So you don't want to overwork this. This is pretty much like a pancake mix. It literally is exactly the same. So if you ever have any of this left over and you don't use it all, keep some for the morning and you can use it for some cheeky pancakes for breakfast. So that's also an option. We chopped up a few onions as well because I want some onions. Not traditionally in Toad in the Hole usually has onions, but I like to put a few onions in there. So we sliced a few of them up ready. Sausages are ready in the fridge. So we're just kind of bringing stuff together now, really. So yeah. Thank you for the recap, Nemus. Welcome. This is Kitty. And thank you so much for playing yesterday. Thank you for your time as well. I had such great fun. I actually learned a lot more about the game because of you. So yeah, we had great fun for sure. And welcome back, my friend. Thank you so much again. Speaking of fancy steak, I'm picking up like seasoning, and I'm going to make a Caribbean jerk rub steak. Oh, that sounds so good. Either this week or next. And I was wondering what you think of a good side that would be. I was thinking like something maybe like pineapple based for like sweetness to complement the heat. Do you know what? That's actually a perfect compliment, Alimbo. So if you had like the pineapple, if you've got like a griddle pan, maybe char grill the pineapple to go with it. You could add like flavors to the pineapple, but I wouldn't play around with it too much. Maybe do like a honey glaze pineapple, which is grilled, and you could serve it with it. That would be quite nice. But yeah, that sounds fantastic, dude. Really great combinations. I like it. Are you doing a fan of black pudding? Oh, I love black pudding. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. We don't really have it over here in the States because I'm living in the States now. But yeah, in the UK, I used to love black pudding. I haven't had it for a long time. Hey, Chef, how's things with you? I haven't caught your stream for a while. Hey, that's okay, Guardian. How are you doing, amigo? I'm doing great. Having a fantastic Friday. Making our Toad in the Hole cook-along with creamy mashed potato, homemade gravy, doing a little bit of chicken stock as well. So yeah, I'm doing great today. How's things with you? Grilled fruit is good. Oh, it is. It certainly is. Whenever you want to play again, let me know. Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like we're going to revisit that at some point. I'm not sure when, but I will. I will at some point. You can try peaches or mango instead of pineapple too. Yeah, that's true. I might even play offline, Kitty. So, I mean, me and the wife might join you or something, and we can play, you know. And you can teach her the ways of Sea of Thieves. But I really enjoyed yesterday. It was great fun, and I'm pretty sure she would definitely enjoy it as well. Yeah, you could try peaches or mango instead. That's a great one as well. Instead of pineapple too. So yeah, if you don't want too much of the acidity from the pineapple, mango is a great one. Peaches is great as well. So many different fruits you could probably grill or try out. I like it. I like it a lot. Right, where am I now? Milk, butter's melting down nicely. Next thing we want to do is pretty much start getting stuff together for the Yorkshire pudding. So we got everything ready. I feel like we need to kind of pop this in the oven very shortly. So let's have a look. Let's have a goosey ganders. I need to go wash that tray up that I need because we're going to use that for the Yorkshire pudding mix. Oh, awesome. Rexus, are you in chat? Are you still in chat, good sir, or was he already gone? But yeah, I've already got a few handful of people. I'm going to message today, later on. And we're going to sort a few more. Right. I take that he's still here.
Random meow.
Rexus, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. And yeah, I'm definitely interested, dude. And I'll give you a PM after. We can chat about it. And yeah, for sure. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate the message. That would be cool. Would love to. I appreciate it, Kitty. Yeah, that'll be great. And if we find some spare time, I'll give you a shout. And, you know, if we have time on the weekend, we can play or, you know, whichever. That's fine. No problem at all. No problem at all. Right, let's give this a wash. I think this weekend I might be busy, though, because I need to set up my new desktop for the stream. So I'm going to be busy doing that a lot this weekend. So, but I will give you a shout, though. If, give you a heads up. I'll give you plenty of time. Right, let's give this a good old clean and scrub. So we got this for the Toad in the Hole. Toad in the Hole. Beautiful. Right, we got some really super thick-sized sausages as well to use. Because I know Twitch chat likes it super thick. Kappa. We got some really nice pork brats to use. Whether you want to use pork sausages, chipolatas, you can use whatever you want in this, to be honest, guys. Or flavored sausages or flavored brats. Whatever you prefer. It's never a problem. Super thick. Right, okay. So, first thing we want to do is get some oil in here. And actually, let me find a tray that I can fit in the oven, and that will actually, if anything spills over, we're okay. What I could do... Looking for a large enough tray that's going to fit, but also catch anything as well. What I can do, right? Oh, that's not going to fit in the oven. Ooh, I'll tell you what we can do, actually. I know it sounds crazy. That's the thing with... when it comes to doing Yorkshire puddings, you want to make sure you catch the oil, because sometimes it does spill over. I mean, I could put it on here and then put that underneath, right? But yeah, you got to make sure you catch the oil, because you don't want that, like, sticking in your oven. It's not very nice. Cotard as well, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate the sub earlier on this morning. Thank you for the follow as well, dude. Much loves. If you grill up some, like... if you... Let me start again. Grill up some fruit skewers with it. Mango, pineapple, sweet peppers, and pearl onions. Sounds very nice. If I do the pineapple idea, I'm going to have to learn to slice pineapple. Otherwise, I'm going to try finding frozen sliced pineapple. I wish I had a pineapple here, because I'd love to show you. It's so dead simple, dead easy. Basically, with the pineapple, the best way, obviously, which majority of you know how to do. If you don't, I'm just going to tell you anyway. To find a nice ripe pineapple, pull the stem or the little leaf on the top. If it's stuck, it won't come out. It's not ripe. If you pull the green leaf and it comes straight out, it's good to go. So that's how you can tell if a pineapple's ripe, ready to go. Turn the pineapple on its side, so you got the bushy end this side, the bottom end. So you take top and tail, take it off, and you want to stand it up, and then just using a knife, just follow it all the way round, cutting all the skin off, trying to take as less meat as possible. So then you've got a nice de-skinned pineapple. I would personally set it on its side. Now, it depends on how you want the pineapple. If you want to cut it long ways, you can. Or if you want to cut it into nice, solid, just round cuts, you can do it like that. So that's optional. So I hope that kind of helped a little bit. I wish I had one here, Alien Bow, just to show you, but I don't, unfortunately. So, but yeah, it's nothing too